Morning, everybody.
Morning.
Morning. Welcome. My name's Stephen Creaser. Anybody who doesn't know me, this is my colleague, Scott McCabe, Plant and Vehicle Solutions. Today we're going to talk about CD FleetLink and our journey, how we started it, how we got to where we are today. Before we start, I'm just going to give you a bit of food for thought. So let's take a look at two of the most successful global brands today. So Apple, founded in 1976 by college dropout Steve Jobs in his parents' garage, turned over $387 billion in FY21. Amazon, founded in 1995, started by Jeff Bezos in his parents' garage, turned over $470 billion in FY21. So how do you buy Apple products? Yep, different from the rest, stylish and functional, reliable. So how do we use Amazon? Convenience and a one-stop shop. Because that's what people want, right? Something different, something reliable, and something convenient. Well, this is what two guys from Hitachi UK and KVS came up with just before the world went crazy. So a bit of the history. So in recent years, many customers in the UK have been focused on a lot more on the data the machines can produce than the actual material the machine can move. Our customers' clients were starting to demand more data at much more frequent intervals to help them run their job sites at peak optimization. Some of our competitors already had a solution. We were being held to ransom by some of our customers' major clients to provide more frequent data. Our customers were threatened with their Hitachi machines being removed from the job site and being replaced by our competitors' machines that could report the data more frequently. We needed a solution, and we needed it quickly. So we had challenges, of course. So where did we start? At that time, back in the day, Hitachi made it clear that there were no plans to increase the reporting frequency of global e-service. Our customers would not accept this. Customers were looking at their third parties who wanted our data. So now what? We engaged with third party suppliers like Machinex, like Trimble and Track Unit. We ran trials with customers. We spoke to the customers. We gathered our own data in the form of customer feedback. Each supplier offered their own out-of-the-box solution, but no one could provide us with what I wanted, which was something different. Then came the biggest challenge of all. 23rd of March 2020, the world changed. COVID hit, the UK went in lockdown, and everything ground to a halt. But not quite. Here in UK, we carried on. Yeah. The conversations continued. How do we deliver this product? Scott's name came up after speaking to our HCT manager, Jim Marshall, and Dan Leaney of Xwatch. I knew of Scott from his time working with other telematics providers. He has an excellent industry knowledge, and like myself, he has a can-do, will-do attitude. But he didn't have a product. Fast forward to July 2020, sporting face masks and keeping a safe distance apart, we met in Newcastle. And we discussed the vision of having an industry-leading mixed-fleet telematics management solution, offering real-time data, not just for Hitachi machines, but for any OEM machine. I didn't just want another out-of-the-box FMS. I wanted a bespoke end-user portal, something that would make the end-user's job easier and more efficient. Yep. The ability to upload engineers' reports, machine inspections, operators' manuals, service history. Giving your customer an online library of their machine service history and reducing the huge amount of emails we send and receive every day. At the end of the meeting, I looked at Scott and says, "Can you do it?"
Of course I can, but what was I thinking? I'd set myself up, hadn't I? Stephen Creaser put me on the spot. That 5-hour journey home, that was filled with loads of mixed emotions. Was it good? Was it bad? What have I done? There was a few expletives in there as well, but luckily I was on my own. So I had the data. The data was excellent. What I didn't have was a platform. So I had a live platform, but it didn't show me any history. So thought, what do I do? So I made a few phone calls on the way home, was talking to a few of my friends. What can we do? Have we got any options? Yeah, just calm, breathe, relax. We'll talk about this tomorrow. That isn't today's problem. So we got to the point, we had the data, we had a platform that was live, and I kept thinking, have I made a big mistake? So it was the start of an epic journey. Sometimes good, bad. There was lots of arguments, and anyone that knows him, he's not the easiest person at times, is he? We had lots of sleepless nights. There was loads of discussions that were going backwards and forwards. Are we making the right decision? We've got data. How do we take this forward? What's it going to be branded? What are we going to do with it? So that then started the journey, looking for a domain name. So we were backwards and forwards. We were looking at stuff. That one's gone, that one's not right. Then when it was written down, we can't have that one, that just, no. So that was when we had the concept, what do we call it, and how does it fit with HCM UK? Didn't want the brand to be too Hitachi-fied. So as it actually got to the point that the customers took on board that it was a mixed fleet, it wasn't a Hitachi replacement product. It was something to run additional. So many calls, texts, email flowed, didn't they? Some in the middle of the night when one of us woke up and decided, I've had an idea. Was it a good idea? No, but at 4 o'clock in the morning, every idea is good. And it flowed something between us. So, playing on the names, we went through everything. Stephen and Jim were doing the HCT. It had to be a fit for that. So we got fleet, we had link, and then it's like connected technology, linked to your fleet. His domain name, in all fairness, so I have to give him credit for that one. So we then went on to register.co.uk. While we were deciding, do we go for .com? Someone else had picked up on our algorithms the fact that we're looking. Overnight, that went 900-fold up in price. So what was something that was about 20 quid, suddenly was over $2,000. So it was a big one. Do we buy it? Will the competition buy it? We have to buy it. Got to do the deal. So the product was developed, it was branded, now to the visualization. I went through several developers trying to find the right ones that fitted for my business. We were outsourcing, we had loads of people that were really good at what they do, but they didn't get the construction business. When they were bringing APIs in, it was great, but when they're visualizing data and getting them to understand it, we were struggling. So I took the decision that we were going to do it in-house. I got introduced to our current developers, and since then we've taken on another 2. So I employ a lot of intelligent people now that make me look stupid. We have a doctor in the midst, we have a data scientist, we also have 2 guys that have been heavily involved in Wi-Fi and platform development over the last 20 years. So between all 4 of them, they're a nice fit together. I also turned to one of my lifelong friends, just as you do, you're looking for a little bit of mentor, just someone to say that you've made the right decision, that you're going in the right direction. And he said, just calm, breathe, flow with it and see where it ends up. And that was our journey in July 2020. So, and there was a few things that we wanted on there. We wanted the options for APIs, we wanted the options for real-time data. So, and why PVS? So where do we fit in the Hitachi thing? So PVS share the Hitachi values. We want to excel at whatever we do. We want to lead at what we're doing. We listen to the customer and what the customer wants as well. We don't always get it right, as most people don't. We have people from the industry that are very specialist in what they do, and together we bring that together as a team. So from a nucleus, starting from me working outwards. So we are from the industry. We know the customers, and we also help support the customers in a joint venture with Hitachi. One of the things we were looking at is the biggest focus seems to be on productivity and idle. We can't change productivity. We need productivity, but what we can change is idle. So if we can educate the operator on best practices, is it in the right mode? Is he working it in the correct rev range? Is auto idle on? So, and we can actually make that change live. So if we were to flag something in the morning, by the end of the day, they could change that. So it gives them an option. We didn't try and dictate the solution and give Stephen something that anybody could have. I listened to him, we worked alongside, and we tried to come up with something that wasn't out of the box. What do we actually need to provide? And then we had Brexit, COVID, ban on red diesel, the war in Ukraine. People are closely monitoring costs associated with plant machinery more than ever before, and fuel being the biggest one, and in parallel the CO2 output to get to a net zero position. What we can change and how we change it.
So why do we choose PBS? We share our values, we share the Hitachi values, yeah? And through true Kentian spirit between us all, we came up with CT Fleetlink. So why CT Fleetlink? So Scott touched on it before. CT devised from the HM UK's Connected Technology Department. Fleet being pretty explanatory, but the link is the key word. CT Fleetlink links the customers with their fleet. It links the customer to Hitachi, and it's another link, strong link in our value chain business. So what is it? What is CT Fleetlink? CT Fleetlink is a mixed fleet management tool that allows customers to remotely manage their mixed OEM fleet on one easy to navigate interface. CT Fleetlink is the only fleet management tool on the market today that integrates the X-Watch safety solution and displays its operation in real time. CT Fleetlink is developed by people from the industry for the industry. We've got options for real-time data, but also API in at OEM standard. So, some of the best ideas often start with a couple of guys picking a few ideas around. PBS are not a big name in the industry, but like I said, they share our values. They deliver on promises. We've got a customer first attitude, yeah? CT Fleetlink has the potential to change the construction telematics industry and become the market leader. We're not an Apple or an Amazon, but as proven by Steve and Jeff, with passion and drive, from acorns mighty oaks will grow. This is our CT Fleetlink journey. Thank you.